Hi everyone, it's James the Digital Philatelist here for a midweek unboxing. So these are not all the items I've received. I have received a bit more, but I'll do them in a couple of videos just because the mail seems to be coming through and I've got quite a lot. So let's start with number one. So the first one I've got here is Bahamian sloops at Nassau Harbour. Now, this one is actually produced by John Hind. They did a lot of postcards. I used to deal with them when I was cataloguing postcards for Zambia and Malawi. This particular style of card I've actually dated to 1969. There are a few different versions of the same cards, which makes it a little bit interesting when you're collecting. So the main things that change are the logo on the back here and also the type of logo up the top. But there's quite a few cards. I think I've numbered them up to around about 108 plus at the moment. There is a website from John Hind where you can go. I'll include a link in the comments below. And they actually show you a lot of what the postcards are, but they don't show you really what the backing is. So that'll be something for me to put together, a little bit of fun. Okay, so the next one that I've received from the USA. Now, one thing I'll tell you just before I go ahead is this little machine cancellation at the bottom here. I'll just flip it around for you. The Facebook group Stamp Collectors are actually cataloguing these at the moment. So this one, luckily enough, was one of a very late use of this style. It's all part of the COVID theme that people are collecting at the moment, which are really popular. So if you are from Australia and you do get these covers, go over to Australian Stamp Collectors Facebook group and add any covers that you've got so that they can get catalogued. Other than that, let's have a look what's inside. Okie dokie. Let me just pull this one out. Okay, so the first one I have got here is from the Fort Montague Beach Hotel. I actually have another one in this type of card. Let me just move this aside. Another style of this, same image, but with it's square. This one's kind of rounded at the edges. There's the back of it there. So I think this one might be a little bit earlier. So this one's 1953. I think the squarer ones tended to come out around about 1954. The next one I actually really like. So we've got here is a mermaid underwater. Now I actually know a little bit of the backstory of this. So apparently at the Fort Montague Beach Hotel, they actually used to have like people like live mermaids. So this one here, you've got the Montague Beach Hotel. And then it's got Aqua Ballerina Frances Dwight enjoys a cigarette underwater at the vision level pool. So I actually think that's kind of cool. And these are one of those things where I just happened to find this card while looking for stuff. Probably no one would buy it because it doesn't specifically say Bahamas, but it's totally linked to the hotel. Really unique. By Couple Cards and Commercial Photographic Company. So that one is rather cool. The next one is from when the British Colonial Hotel was taken over by the Gill Hotel chain. This particular one here shows the Hong Kong bar. So there's actually I've got about a set of 4 of these at the moment, but I actually think there was about maybe 6 of them in this series. I found a pamphlet online for the hotel with this period, and it has all these photographs within the actual pamphlet. So I have a feeling there's going to be more of these cards, but the Hong Kong bar one does come up. I think it's rather cool. And as I said, it's done by the Gill Hotels. They were later became part of the Sheraton Hotels, and that's when it became the Sheraton British Colonial. So a good one to have. Next one we've got. Again, this one, just a tennis player, nothing too exciting. But this one's actually from the Ocean Club. The logo I haven't seen before. The C number I have, but not with JPM. So this is kind of interesting. And again, I have actually seen this in a brochure advert for the hotel. This one's dating, I think, from 1963, just seeing from here. So, cool. Another one. This is cool. So I think this is from, this is cool. I didn't buy this, but this postcard seller, really cool. Every pack of postcards I buy, they actually include these like funny little comic postcards, and like, how cool is that? You can send it. This is the fun stuff that good sellers do. A little bonus. So that's the second one. Okay, so number 3 is from Austria. So let's have a look. Cool, so this one, I know, this one's from J Salmon Limited. So fishing boats at Nassau. This is the latest series that I can find, and I can tell by the squiggly lines down the middle and the printed in England copyright symbol just underneath here. There is a variety of these cards. So I know that there was a set previous to this one, and then there's this one, and then J Salmon kind of disappear in terms of postcard production for the Bahamas. But this one's really easy to tell simply by that squiggly line straight down the middle. I know exactly that it's the mid to late 50s on this one. So the next cover I have is from Belgium. I actually like these stamps here, but I have no idea who they are. So anyone out there in the stamp collecting world, if you know who these people are, feel free to let me know in the comments below. I don't collect Belgium, so I'm not familiar with their history at all. Okay, let me get it out of the plastic. So this is the Emerald Beach Hotel. This was built in the mid-1950s. This is one of the covers that started me out along the hotel covers for the Bahamas. It's in this like minty green and grey, and it just reminds me of the 50s with its fonts. I do already have 3 of these covers. This is the 4th of the cover, and each cover I have is a different definitive series. So this one, when I saw it on eBay, I thought, hey, I have to get this one to add to the collection. There is one cover I don't have. It's a business size envelope, similar to this style and look, and I'm still after that one, with hopefully a definitive series stamp on it rather than a commemorative. Okay, so my next inbound mail is from Canada. Okay, so we've got 2 different things here. I'm sorry for the glare. The first one is a letter card. So if you haven't seen a letter card before, it's basically a whole heap of images, as you can see. And when you kind of fold it all up, it becomes a single letter. So this is also produced by J Salmon Limited from the UK. And these letter cards can be really helpful because, again, they can tell you what the images are that you need to search for. So I've mentioned it before that sometimes the images on the card don't tell you or where it's from. So when sellers list them on places like Hip Postcard or Del Camp or eBay, they might refer to just this rather than what the actual image is about, or they might just refer to the image like beach scene. So if you're scrolling through looking for something, it makes it really hard. But if you know the image that you're looking for, it makes it a little bit easier. So that one is very cool. I think this might be the second one. I think I've got series 4. This is series 2. I think I've got series 4. The next one I've got is from... Okay, so this is a colour picture from Calypso. And again, you'll notice this one would have formed part of a postcard letter card series. So what you saw in the letter card, it was very similar, except they were all postcards and you could detach each postcard and send them. I don't prefer these in collecting, but this one's of the Pilot House Club. But you know, since I've got it, hey, at least I know what I'm looking for, and I can try and find this in a version of just the postcard itself, and then I can try and find the letter card separately. And the last one we have for today is just one from the USA. It's great cover. I like these Columbus landing stamps, it looks like, on the side. I could be wrong, or it might be in... No, it's definitely not Columbus. It looks like it, but it's definitely not. So it might be the Pilgrims. Nice cover. Obviously, unfortunately, no cancel. What a shame. But hey, now, okay, so there's only actually one postcard in this very big C5 style envelope. And this is of the Pink Sands Lodge on Harbour Island. So I do actually have a listing for Pink Sands, but only Pink Sands Hotel. Pink Sands Lodge is telling me it's a little bit earlier. So a lot of the hotels in the Bahamas started out as lodges, and then later they went to hotels. So it can kind of give you an idea of how old the postcard may be, or when it can be dated. What I tend to do is go into Google or archive.org and actually have a look for adverts and see the periods where the business held out itself under that name. So I might search, this one looks like it might be 1962, which is about right for the style of the card. So what I'll do is I'll look for, say, Pink Sands Lodge between 1960 to 1969, and then I'll try and work out a date where they no longer advertise as Pink Sands Lodge, say that quickly, Pink Sands Lodge, but rather Pink Sands Hotel, and then I start narrowing my search until I get to a point where I will usually get it down to a month in which it's swapped over, and then I can just say that the hotel was rebranded on this particular date. So that's part of my haul for the midweek. Thank you for joining me. If you have any comments or you know about some of those stamps I asked about, feel free to leave a comment below. I'll leave some links into the description field on anything that I do have uploaded onto my website at the moment. If you like these videos, please hit the like button, subscribe, and until next time, see you later.